Okay, it's a sunny day. I'm headed into the deep, dark woods. Why? Because I have built some owl nesting boxes that I need to get up into the trees. How am I going to do this without dying? Well, the first thing I did was I bought a climbing tree stand. Hopefully that's going to get me up there safer than a ladder will. So let's see how it goes. 911, stand by. Alright, let me show you what I did here already. So I've kind of picked out the tree right here. It's a nice, pretty straight tree without a bunch of branches. There's some branches, but I want to go about 30 feet up or so. I think that tree is going to work. And then, oh, look at this deer poop right there. So then I've cut down a whole bunch of smaller trees in here just to make room for an owl to come down and attack critters. And I've created a big brush pile right there that I'm hoping attracts the critters that are going to attract the owl. So here's my brush pile, and there's the tree. I want to go up there quite a ways. Got my tree stand right there. I gotta go get my barred owl box now and figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so the tree stand I bought is made by Summit. It's their Viper tree stand. I had one like 30 years ago. I've not used a climber in probably 25 years. And it seems like a good, safe tree stand. So got that in the tree. I gotta go put a new battery in my GoPro and get the other stuff I need. And I'll be right back. Okay, here goes nothing. I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous about this. It's gonna be okay. Okay, that was even scarier than I thought. Maybe I'm just way too much safety oriented than I was 25 years ago. But I'm way up here now. I'm probably 25 feet up. Maybe I should have bought a safety harness. That probably would have made me feel a little better anyways. But now I gotta get a hook in the tree so I can hoist the owl box up here. All right, now I'm sitting up in the tree, 25 feet up. Texted my wife way over there in the house. See if she can come back here and help me. But if I had to guess, she probably still has her phone on silent from church this morning. I don't think she's getting that text. And I got some stuff 25 feet down that I want up here, and I don't want to climb all the way back down there again. So I might be up here for the rest of the day. Well, it's a beautiful sight anyways. Okay, update. I climbed 22 feet up in the tree with my tree stand. Felt sketchy because I didn't have a safety harness, so I'm gonna buy a safety harness before I go back up and attach the owl box. But what I did do while I was up there, my near-death experience, no, not really. I felt safe in the tree stand. I just didn't feel safe about if I slipped, I could die. So what I did, tree's behind me here, tree stand's back on the ground. I put a hook in the tree while I was up there, and I'm gonna put a hook in the top of the owl box. Hopefully I have enough strength with my gloves on to hoist it up there and get it in place so then I can climb up and bolt it in. I GoPro'd the whole thing, but then I realized I forgot to push record. So it is what it is. Okay, so here's the barred owl box, which it says to be 20 to 40 feet up in the tree. I ain't going 40. There's no way. I wouldn't be able to do it anyways in this tree, but I can get over 20. So I put a hook in the top of the owl box, and I have a parachute cord. Oops, sorry about my finger. I have a parachute cord attached to a hook way up there. So with all my might, I'm gonna see if I can hoist this owl box up there. And then maybe I'll wait till I get a safety harness to go back up there. Maybe I won't. Here's Misty. She just follows me everywhere. Okay, that actually worked beautifully. I was able to hoist it all the way up there, and it's really in the position I want it to be in. So I just gotta climb up there now and put some lags through it, and we should be golden. Then the owls can just come flocking. All right, guys, I did it. I bolted that thing into the tree. Extra safety measure right there. Here's what it looks like in the box. No owls yet. Hopefully soon. They got a nice view down there though to my brush pile. Sort of an open area that they can hunt. I'm sure their hunting territory is much bigger than this, but I wanted to attract some critters for them to hunt there. I might have to remove those couple branches just for photo ops if I do happen to get one. So fingers crossed, hope for the best. On a side note, the tree stand felt super secure. No issues there at all. I did feel a little uneasy not having a safety harness, but there she is. Get this tree stand out of here. And cross your fingers, we get some owls eventually. All right, so I also built some screech owl boxes, which obviously is a much smaller hole because they're a much smaller bird. That's a 3-inch hole versus a 7-inch hole on the barred owl box. So I did order a safety harness. Since I got to go back up in the tree and hang the screech owl boxes, I figured safety first seems like a good idea. Although those only need to be 10 feet up in the tree according to the Audubon Society, rather than 20 to 40. So a little safer there. Maybe a 10-foot fall, I wouldn't die, but a 20-foot fall, probably. So thanks for watching, y'all. That's it for now.